Good afternoon, dear students. Myself, Nikhat Nazir, Assistant Professor, Alum in Arts, Science and Commerce College, your faculty from Commerce, specialization in Finance and Accounts. Today, we shall proceed with Business Regulatory Framework, and our today's topic is Indian Contract Act of 1872. To proceed with, our topic is about contract. Essentially, what do you mean by a contract, students? Contract is an agreement that is being enforceable by law. So the basic definition according to section 2 subsection H, it is being defined as anything that is being enforceable by law. That means an agreement that has to be legally binding, that is termed as a contract. Basically, a contract consists of two elements. It is termed as an agreement and it should be enforceable by law. Okay, what is an agreement, students? An agreement is a promise or a set of promises that should be obliged by the parties. Who are the two parties associated with the contract? It is the offerer and the next one is the acceptor. Okay. Next is enforceable by law. What is law, students? Anything that is being associated with the legal obligation or a legal binding that has to be consist of enforceable. That means it has to be enforced by law. It is termed as a contract. So we shall proceed with the essentials or the essential elements of a valid contract. When a contract is considered to be valid, students, it is when all these valid essentials is being fulfilled, then it is being considered as the valid contract. The first one is the plurality of parties. What do you mean by plurality, students? What is the term plural called? That it means it has to be both parties or more than two parties associated with the contract. That means it has to be an offerer who is offering something, who is telling you to do or to abstain from doing anything. Then the next one is the acceptor, the one who is accepting your contract. So this is termed as plurality of parties where both parties should be there to constitute a contract. Okay. Next one is offer and acceptance. What is an offer or who is an offering? The one who is willing or who is willing to enter into a contract. He is proposing his thoughts to another person. Okay. And who is the acceptor here? The one who is accepting. He is termed as the acceptor. Okay. Next is the legal obligation. The main valid essential is the legal obligation. Okay. Whatever obligation is there, whether you have to do it, whether you have to perform it, or you have to abstain it from doing that act, it is termed as an obligation. And how it is being considered as legal when it is being enforceable by law, when it is enacted in such law, it is termed as a legal obligation. Next is the lawful consideration. To concern with the lawful consideration, you have to understand, students, what do you mean by consideration? Anything, any price that you are paying in exchange of doing something, it is termed as consideration. Okay. So, lawful consideration is also an essential of a valid contract. Next comes the capacity of parties. How should be the parties be? Who are the parties who should necessarily be associated with the contract? These are the major. That means the person who is entering into an agreement should not be a minor. Okay, he has to be attained the age of 18. He has to be the person of sound mind. Okay, he should not be either a mental, a person who cannot decide what is right, what is wrong. So these are the capacity. That means the person of sound mind and the one who has attained the age of majority are the parties that are being associated with the contract. Next one is the free consent. Nobody is forcing you to enter into a contract, students. Okay, it is you willingly or it is the offerer who is approaching you and you are deciding from your free consent whether you have to enter into an agreement or not. The consent should be free and it should be genuine. Okay. The next one is certainty of meaning. What do you mean by certain, students? It has to be specific. It has to be stable. It has to be precise, right? Whatever you are mentioning into a contract, it should have some certainty of of meaning. That means it has to be capable of performing. Okay. The next one is the possibility of performance. That means the contract which you have entered should be capable of performing. Okay. Anything that is incapable of performing, that is not to be considered to call as a contract. And the last one is the legal formalities. Whatever terms, conditions and whatever specifically you people are mentioning, it should have what? Legal obligation. That means the things to do or to abstain from doing anything, legally it should be okay. Legally it should be accepted. So here we are done with the topic, students. So I shall meet you soon with a next video. Okay, till then take care, good luck, bye bye.